Hello, hello. Please bear with while I just open this up on another screen because it's so super laggy. I don't really know what I'm doing. So bear with. Here we go. I can see myself in one window and then I can see the comments in another. Perfect. So let me see how many of you are viewing at the moment. Should tell me. Give me a little hello in the comments. Let me know you're here. I'm just going to type a little comment in just to kickstart it. Go. Oh, I'm terrible. Can't spell. Nothing new there. Okay. Right. I'm going to make a start. So I've got loads of lovely new fabrics in that I want to show you today. I'm going to start with some of our jerseys that we've got in. And I'm going to start with one of the lightweight Pont de Romas or Pont de Roma viscose. Now, if you saw the video that I put up yesterday telling you about our new Sew a Stretchy Eve challenge, if you didn't, go and check it out. It's live on the channel. This fabric is another one that I am adding to the Eve category. I did show you 3 Pont de Romas in my last live video that would have been great for that Eve. One of them has already sold out, the roses one, so we're not going to be getting any more of that in, so apologies if you wanted that one, but this one has literally just gone on. Now all of these fabrics that I'm showing you now are already live on the website, so you can jump in super quick if you want to order them because I do have limited supplies. But this is another one of those soft, lightweight Pont de Romas. They're just so beautiful. They're so soft to touch, and they've just got just enough drape that they hang really nicely, and they're black on the back, these ones. So if you were to bind this with a jersey binding, the Eve has a slight high-low hem, so it would just, that black would just peek through at the back and it would be so pretty. So this is called Geometric Trance, and its colours, because it's not always easy to see on the live stream, there are a nice deep purple, there's a limey green, there's a bottly green, a bubblegum pink, a slightly peachy colour, a very pale grey blue and a tealy or jade green blue. So that's there. So this is absolutely lovely, and as I say, would make a really nice Eve dress. So if you're popping on, I can see there's a few of you here, so just say a little hello in the comments just so I know that you can see this stream and that it is working properly. It's always really nervous when I'm talking away potentially to nobody and I don't know whether it's working or not. So that's the first one. This is one of 3 lightweight Pont de Romas that we still have in stock that are really suitable for that stretchy Eve class. So I'm going to call on my humble assistant now. Sandra's here today, busy cutting out, and she's going to put these away for me. Okay. Because otherwise I'm going to have a huge pile and not know what to do with them. So moving on to our second jersey. This is a cotton jersey. It's our usual quality, so if you've bought cotton jersey from us before, I'm really picky as to the cotton jersey that I supply. I always like to make sure that when you stretch it, it doesn't go white and a horrible colour, and it's a really nice solid feel. Hello Mabel. Oh, thank you, that's great. So it's a nice, it's still got quite a bit of drape in it, but it's a nice solid feel, and these cotton jerseys are perfect for long sleeve tops or pyjamas. You can make, I'll tell you what I made recently in one of these was the Sew Over It Georgie dress, which is nice. It's got a skater skirt and a wrap over top. and this would be really nice in that actually. But you can see it's like rainbow coloured hearts, and it's called, I think it's called Glow Stick Heart. All of these fabrics I'm going to show you today, if you go to our website and you go to New In, you'll find them all in there, as well as in their categories like jersey and dressmaking fabrics, etc, etc. So that's this one. Ta-da!
Thank you.
So nice having a Sandra. Everyone should get one. Another cotton jersey. This one's lovely, and this is particularly nice. Again, I think this would make a really lovely pair of pyjamas. If there's any of it left, I think I might make some pyjamas out of this. But I'm going to use our ready-made cuffs to put on the wrists and also the ankles. So the Tilly and the Buttons Juno pyjamas would work quite well with this, or if you've done our Intro to Stretch online course, then your Duck Butt Designs pyjamas would be great too. So really nice. But what I like about this one in particular, and I don't know if this will show up, all those little dots are actually glitter. So they're only tiny, it's just a tiny little bit of glitter. There's a detailed photo on the website, but all these little tiny weeny dots here have just got a little bit of shimmer to them, but they're still not rough. Sometimes when you have glitter on fabric, you can feel it, can't you? It's kind of like that rubberized feel, and I can feel it, but it's not rough at all. So this is absolutely lovely. So getting quick on that, because otherwise I might nab some of that. And then the last jersey I've got, Elspeth, you'd love this one. This is lovely. It's called Water Lilies, but obviously, as we all know, it is it's pretty much Monet, really, isn't it? Let's be honest, but we can't call it that. Isn't that nice? So this is really, really lovely. It's so, I'm having it, says Elspeth. Oh, well, getting quick, everybody, because Elspeth's here and Sandra's here, and they're both after this. So again, it's our usual quality cotton jersey, and again, it's so soft. Have a stroke. Isn't that nice?
Make the right noises.
Make the right noises, but you can see it's got a lovely stretch to it, and it doesn't go all white and yucky when you stretch it across your body. It's got a nice spring back. So the Georgie dress again would be lovely in this, or a Kitschy Coo lady skater. You've got some credit in your account, Elspeth. Kitschy Coo lady skater would also work really well with that. Or you could make quite a substantial kilo wrap dress, which would look even nicer. One of the dresses that I've got to try, and I printed it off today, I bought it yesterday, printed it off today, I'm going to cut it out later, is the new Sew Over at Estelle. And I think this could be quite nice in that, maybe as a knee-length version for sort of daytime wear if you were going to afternoon tea or a garden party or something like that. So that's another option. What's Ange got to say? I can't see all that, Ange. Your message is looking small. Oh, nope, you've disappeared completely. Oh no, please tell me I'm still live. Ah. Oh no. I don't know if I'm still live. I've lost the comments. Am I live? Tell me I'm live. Oh no, I think I've lost it. Oh no, it says I've still got 6 viewers, but I've just lost all the comments. Hang on. Oh, I can't stand this thing. It drives me up the wall. Let me have a look. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I will be with you in just a moment. I'm going to watch it actually on YouTube, and then I can see them. There we are. Let's join Claire live, shall we? And just check we are still live. Yes, we are still live, and there's the comments. Oh, there we go. Angela, have I missed Geometric Trance? Yes, you did. It was the first one you did. It was the first one I did. I'll give, so if you go back to the beginning once we've finished, it was the first one that I showed. Right, okay, we're still live.
Yay. Thank you.
So, that was all the jerseys. I've then got 2 super beautiful ones to show you. I don't know if you follow our Instagram, but if you did, I went to Belgium recently and I made a Billy sweatshirt, Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweatshirt, from some minky backed sweatshirt fabric that I bought in Utrecht. And I bought it, it was think it was about €20 a metre, so it's quite expensive, but it was delicious. And I wore it when I went to the wholesalers, and I walked in and he turned around to me and said, "Oh, you're wearing such and such," whatever name it was. And I said, "Yes, this is from Holland. You don't sell Holland fabric." And he was like, "Yes, we do." And I was like, "Take me to it now." So he sold me the exact same pattern, but it's in a green colourway. So this has got kind of a bottle green background, but it's not green green. I wouldn't wear green green, but it's a very dark bottle green, so almost blacky. And you can see it's got these pink flowers and yellow and kind of mustardy flowers, and then these kind of jadey leaves. So there's little tulips and there's daisies and roses, and this is sweatshirting, but it is beautifully soft on the outside. But the thing that sells this to me, which I absolutely love, is that it is Alpine fleece. So it has this as its backing. You can see the light on there, so you can see how soft this is just by looking at it. But it is Alpine fleece on the back, which is just lovely. So when you make a sweatshirt or a sweatshirt dress or jumper dress out of this, you're going to be so cozy, and you'll be soft to stroke on the outside and you'll soft to stroke on the inside. But it's not super thick, and that's something else I like about it. I can wear my Billy sweatshirt indoors with the heating on, and I'm not too hot. Sometimes these sweatshirts that have got the thick lining on the back are too hot, but this is really nice. It's just the right thickness to keep you super cozy. So it is a little bit more expensive than our normal jerseys, but not a lot. You don't need all that much to make a sweatshirt because it is nice and wide, but you can see how beautiful this is. And if you love this one, you might like the next one even more.
Thank you, Sandra.
This is my personal favourite. I've got an offcut of this in navy blue that I managed to pick up from the wholesalers, but they're out of stock of it, so I've only got this colourway. This is beautiful. This one is a black background with these dusky pink and mustard flowers, and again this kind of jadey green, just like the other one. Oh, it's a bit manhandle. You can see it's got black Alpine fleece on the reverse, but I mean you can see how by the shine and the shimmer how soft and fluffy that is. It's just lovely. But again, if you look really closely, and the camera might not pick this up, all the little dots here in the stems of these flowers has got, and in the middle of the pink flowers here, has got the tiniest little bit of shimmer, and it's almost like a copper rather than a gold, so it's not a harsh sparkle. It's just the tiniest little shimmer. It's on the ends of all of these flowers here. On the centre, I think the light's catching that one, you can just about see there, there's a little bit of shimmer. So it's just the tiniest little bit of shimmer, which just gives it a little bit of added opulence. So this is absolutely gorgeous. So that is on the website and ready to go. So that's all the jerseys and all the sweatshirting fabric. We've then got just a few cottons to show you. These are, again, just our standard quality quilting cotton, but they're all nice and wide, so they're not 45 wide. I got some, inadvertently, some BTHQ colours. I didn't even think about it until I came back and took the photograph. But these are some spotty cottons in pale pink, hot pink and lime green. Or it's kind of an appley green rather than a lime green. I don't know, kind of a between the two, halfway between apple and lime. You can see the dots are quite small, and I got these because I just thought they'd be really nice if you're making bags and you want to put something a little bit nice in the lining rather than just a plain lining, or if you want to make a scrappy quilt go a little bit further or do an accent. So I thought they would be quite nice. I think a lot of our sewing club members will probably enjoy using these on their smaller projects. They'll also be good if you are making any of our little YouTube tutorials. So basic cottons. I think I'm just going to turn around and put these back because they kind of all go in one on that shelf and then give them a bang. There we go. Two new Christmas designs, although this one isn't necessarily Christmas. You could use this all year round, but I just thought it was beautiful. I love anything with a bit of shimmer, and as you can see, this has got some lovely gold in it, and it's like a hot pink, dusky pink and a purpley colour. This is lovely. I think it make gorgeous gift bags for Christmas or anything else. He's loving the polka dot fabric, perfect for quilts or Christmas stockings. Yep, absolutely. I think this one would be lovely for a Christmas stocking as well. If you're like me, I don't like traditional Christmas colours, so we've got quite a lot of purple and tealy blue and greens and pinks in our Christmas range. So do check out the other fabrics in the shop online if you're purchasing online, because there's quite a few Christmas fabrics that are in this kind of colourway, and this one would go really nicely with some of the ones we have in stock already. I'm going to leave that to one side because I've got something else to show you. Another little Christmas one. I just got this because it was a little bit of fun. It made me laugh. I thought it was really fun. Little smiling Santas. This is just a poly cotton, and again, it's the perfect low-cost fabric if you're just looking to make Santa sacks or gift bags. Something you don't want to spend a fortune on quilting cottons. So I thought I'd get some of this in, and it's a kind of peachy colour. And on the background, you can see the little tiny hearts with all these little Santas. They're very jolly. So I thought that would be a bit of fun. So what I will show you quickly before I move on to the dressmaking fabrics, we've also got two new lots of binding in bias binding. We've got this gold sparkly one, and we've got a gold satin one. And the reason we got those in is because one of our lovely sewing club members, Leslie, recently made some bunting from this fabric that's in our shop, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. And what set it aside from all of the other bunting that you'll see is that she'd used gold satin binding. So I thought, quick, Claire, we need to get some of that in. How lovely would that look together if you were making binding or Christmas gift bags? So both of those are in the shop as well. The satin one is £1.30 a metre, and the sparkly one is £1.50 a metre. So you can grab those. They're also in the new in section. There will be those. So, moving onwards, we've got three lovely new dressmaking fabrics. Now today, I am wearing the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo. I've got a belt on with it because I just prefer to cinch it in at the waist, but you don't have to. The great thing about the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo is it has pockets, which we love. So I wanted to get some fabrics in that I thought you could make indigo with, something that takes you through winter and autumn. I just put a cardigan on with this, tights and boots, and then when I come into the studio and it's hot and the heating's on, it's nice and cool, so it's nice to wear. So I got some autumny fabrics. This first one is, it's called a crinkle georgette. It is a polyester, but it has the feel of a crepe. So you can't see the crinkles in this, but I don't think anyway. Or maybe if you look at the pale part of the flowers, you can see the crinkle. But it feels a little bit like a crepe. And I don't think, let's give it the scrunch test. I don't think it's gonna crease very much. No, next to no crease, which is always really nice when you're making something. It's not gonna need loads of ironing. So this is really pretty. I thought it was lovely autumnal colours for this time of year, and be perfect for the Tilly and the Buttons Indigo dress. I think you could probably also make a lyre out of this. You might have to stabilise the collar and everything, or perhaps do what Sandra's done and make one just with the collar stand and no collar. But it is really lovely. This would also make, if you were making the Eve dress and you wanted to just make a woven one, it would be really nice, and you could do the big bishop sleeves on it, and it would just hang really nicely. But overall, I think it's just a lovely fabric. It's very soft. And she says, I'm all caught up. I love the geometric charms, but now I'm tempted with some sweatshirt fabric too. Honestly, Ange, it's beautiful. I haven't posted your order yet, so by all means add to it and we'll ship it tonight. But yeah, I love this one. I think it would make a lovely indigo. And again, if there's any of it left in the next week or so, that's exactly what I shall be doing with it. I'll give that to Sandra. There's another one here that I thought would be nice for indigo. It's a similar weight to the one that I'm wearing here. And again, I thought good for autumn, winter. It's a navy coloured background with yellow, hot pink and blue flowers. There's, excuse the big chunk that's cut out of this corner, by the way. He did give me that bit for free. Here we go, let's lose it, shall we? Often the people go into the wholesalers and they take samples. So you can see it's got a nice weight to it. It's a little bit more sturdy, so this is definitely suitable for Tilly and the Buttons Lyra if you wanted to make the shirt dress. But it would also be fine for an indigo as well. It is a cotton poplin. It's 100% cotton, but it is a lightweight cotton poplin, so you could use it for crafting, but I would suggest you interfaced it because it's probably a little bit too lightweight. But it is absolutely perfect for dressmaking. It's got some real nice substance to it. So that one, wow, it's trying to kill me. And then the last fabric, but don't run because I've got some other products to show you as well. The last fabric I love, I could not resist this. It's so pretty. And this is a needle cord. And you can see it's got these beautiful pink and dusky blue birds on it. And all these lovely mustard tones on it. It's a baby cord or needle cord, so it's not like as heavy as a corduroy. It is quite lightweight. You could interface this and use it for craft projects. It would make a beautiful bag. In fact, I've got some gold and some dusky pink leather, like, you know, that vegan leather stuff. It's got a bit of shimmer to it. Ooh. Ooh. That would be beautiful as a bag, really nice. But I love this, and I thought this would make the perfect pair of Tilly and the Buttons Erin dungarees. Now you can probably tell I really like Tilly and the Buttons patterns because that's all I seem to recommend. That's mainly because I don't get an awful amount of time to make for myself, so when I do make, I prefer to make things that I know are going to go together and they're going to fit. And I know that that's always a given with Tilly's patterns, so I will recommend her patterns probably more so than anybody else. But by all means, if you can think of something else that would be beautiful in any of these fabrics, then please do mention them in the comments, because it's always a good chance for me to learn about new patterns and things as well. It is gorgeous, isn't it, Janet? It's so, so pretty. I could think of loads of things I'd love to make with this. I've got another 2 pairs of Erin dungarees already cut out and ready to sew up though, so I don't think I can let myself make another one just yet, but we'll see if any of this is ever left over. There are other colourways of this that my wholesaler has, but unfortunately he's completely out of stock. So I've just got this one now, but it is absolutely lovely. I'll give that one to you. Thank you. And then I've got some products to show you. So I mentioned in my Sew a Stretchy Eve video that I uploaded yesterday that to make the Eve you will need some seam tape or stay tape. You can buy a Vilene version and a Prim version, but it's, I think I looked at John Lewis and it was about £7.50 or something like that for a small roll of white iron on, and you don't always want white, sometimes you want black if you're doing a dark fabric. So I went to my wholesalers and I bought some massive rolls of it, and I've decided to make up our own packs, which I think would be much better for you guys. So we've now got these little packs of seam tape, so you're going to get 10 metres of black and 10 metres of white. We've rolled them up for you, so they're all nicely measured and rolled up in their own little packet. And these are £10 for the whole set. So you get both the black and the white. So they're available in the shop. Seam tape is great if you sew with jersey fabrics and you put across the shoulder seams before you sew them together, and it's going to just strengthen those shoulder seams because that's obviously where the most weight hangs down. So you've got the whole of a dress potentially hanging down and pulling on that seam, and it can stretch the stitches. So if you put the seam tape across where you sew, on the wrong side and stitch it together, it's going to strengthen those shoulder seams. So it's really useful for that. On the Sew Over It Eve dress, it goes all the way around the whole neck part. And if you make the Georgie dress that I mentioned earlier, which has got the crossover front, again, you're going to use seam tape along the front edge before you turn the edge to the back. And it just stabilises that neckline, stops it stretching out of shape, and just makes for a really lovely, neat finish. So if you're a jersey sewer, this stuff's for you. So they're in the shop now as well. I showed you in my last video that we bought the Prim pliers, and that they worked on lots of different gadgets and tools. You could use them across the range with the Prim snaps. So slowly but surely I'm getting some of those in. I've got the colour snaps in at the moment. I can't afford to get the whole range in. I wish I could, but we're just doing it bit by bit, slowly. So if there is something from Prim that you would like us to get, we can always look into it for you. Our supplier ships really quickly, so we can get stuff normally in with a pretty fast turnaround. But I wanted to try these out for myself, so I got myself a pack, and I've got another 3 for the shop, and that is the anorak snaps. Now I thought they would look lovely, and these are like a copper colour. You've got your tool there, so you can use the inbuilt tool that comes with it if you don't have the pliers. But if you do have the pliers, or you want to buy the pliers from us, then all you need is the little tool that's inside here, and there's a separate one for putting the back on here, and that just pops into your pliers so that you can use the pliers to get a really good squeeze. I thought these ones were really nice. I'm actually going to use these. I've got a lyra that is all cut out and ready to sew a shirt dress. Now I just stitch the front up. I don't bother about even putting the buttonholes in, because you can just get it over your head, so you don't need to sew the buttonholes. But I sometimes put cam snaps down the front, but Elspeth always has a go at me for doing that because she thinks it looks cheap and nasty. So I thought these, however, were less cheap and nasty, but they served exactly the same purpose. So that is my plan. I'm going to be using these anorak snaps down the front of my lyra dress, and you get 10 in a pack. So they're quite cool. And then the last thing, I've only got 2 of these, and I think these are going to go super fast, especially with Christmas coming up. We are a big fan of using cam snaps, or they call them colour snaps with Prim. They're not actually the cam brand, but we're a big fan of those for all of our little projects that we've got. All my free tutorials on YouTube use them. Lots of the projects in my sewing club use them. Absolutely love snaps. And so I got 2 of these colour snap boxes. Now they contain 10 different colours, as you can see along here. There's lots of little holes and spaces for other things, so if you buy yourself additional packs of snaps, you can put them in, and the section at the top is big enough for you to put your Prim pliers in. So we've got 2 of these in the shop. I may be able to get some more, but I'm not sure. But they're really, really, really nice for any of you who do use cam slaps a lot. I've got a massive box of these at home, and I never seem to get through them all. But it's lovely that I can just open my box and I've got a colour in there to match whatever I'm making. So they are in there too. So I think that is everything that is new this time round. I know I did a video probably less than a week ago, I can't even remember when it was, with all of our new haberdashery and all of our products and everything in. I've got to stop now. I can't get any more. The budget is gone. I have run dry. So now it's over to you guys for you to purchase it all, and then I can get nice new things in for the new year. I may well do another order before Christmas, and if there's anything that you would like that you think I might be able to get, that you want for Christmas or for Christmas gifts for other people, please do contact me. Don't be afraid to send me a message, and I can always, the worst I'm going to say is no, isn't it? But it would be really nice if you could support my small business rather than the giants that are Amazon. But that being said, if I can't stock it for any reason and I can't get hold of it, I do have an Amazon shop, and I do have an affiliate link there, so anything that you purchase from there will also help me. So if I can't get the item that you want, but it is available on Amazon, I can always put an Amazon link up for you, so I can just at least get a teeny tiny little commission, because that's always very useful. And they pay you, and you maybe don't know this, because I don't think everyone's necessarily as open about their affiliates. Amazon actually don't pay you real money. If you're an affiliate shop owner, they just give you Amazon credit, which is great because I just use it for my kids' Christmas presents and presents for me. So all good. But yeah, I think that's everything. Nothing more to babble about. Go and check out the Sew a Stretchy Eve video that I posted up yesterday, because some of the fabrics that we've got in at the moment are absolutely perfect for that. Sandra actually made up, I'll show you a picture because it's probably easier. Sandra made up a gift box earlier on. Here we go. Let me show you this picture. There we go. So you can, oh, it's got a bit of reflection on it, but you can see that's got the sew over it pattern, which has been purchased separately and printed by us. Some seam tape, a Mariflex thread, and some of the aforementioned roses, which is now sold out. But because that customer's purchased everything together, we put it all into a lovely gift box for them, and we've sent it out to them so they are ready to sew their Sew Over It Stretchy Eve dress. So I will say goodbye for now, and I will see you again soon. I've got another video coming next week, I think, which is all about sewing overwhelm, when you feel that you've just got so much to do and so many projects and you don't even know where to begin. I'm going to help you get out of that rut. So I will see you all soon.